They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
52 blaster.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, and this intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Ready.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now Dennis Allen, he makes the call, and his offense stays put. They're going to go for it.
Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The slot man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. There's a nice move, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Trouble, 38. Set.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Saints. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are on the board first here in this division round matchup. You talk about rookies having big statistical years. He had a boatload of these in the regular season, more than 1 per game, and now he has his first here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 9. To throw, Cousins. Oh, what a catch by Pitts. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jay Sanders. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Cousins. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Throwing is Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Little short pass here to Hill. Finding space at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. This one deep for Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Fight 60. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack. and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins dancing to his, and he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Down.
3rd and 8.
Ready.
Back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Cousins now.
This pass is caught by London.
And they want this well upfield across the 45.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Tackled that time by Myjai Sanders.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins.
That's complete to Mooney.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Darnell Mooney.
41 yards.
And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards right off the bat for the 1st down.
Blue check. Ready, ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down the numbers. There he goes.
Inside the 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me. The subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They'll throw again. Cousins buying time to in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
Touchdown, New Orleans! A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Saints continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone. Right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. It's another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd and 9 now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of his end zone, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Cousins from his end zone on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot...
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less.
.22 needle.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's third and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Isaiah Foskey in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Looking deep here for Mooney.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. For a chance to come back to this very stadium in 2 weeks' time, we are off and running in the NFC Championship. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle with Barkley.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. 3rd and 5. Hurts. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
They'll look to set up his blockers.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Come on,
Here's 3rd and 3.
10 cycles. Red, yellow. Blaster, 6. Ready?
They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Slide through. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Smash. Red. Black shot. Ready.
They'll look to throw again.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
63.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do. It gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Shot, 17.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Anytime they think they got him over beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
52 blaster. Red, cycle. Set, cut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just second and short coming up.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they'll see what they can do on third and goal.
Here we go. Trouble, 38. Cut.
It's a quarterback sneak. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
Brandon, third and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
They had totally stacked it up, unable to get it on third down.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on fourth and goal. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1 yard line. Williams can't punch it in on fourth and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got space past the 25. Breaks through the contact. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A handoff. Barkley running left. There he goes left side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 50 yards. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind him, try to put together another drive.
Yes,
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
and that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Come on, set.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
White, white. Hut, hut.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They go play action with Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 96 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with his Super Bowl berth on the line. On 1st down, Hurts.
Man open left side is Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Down.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Drill green. Black ultra. Claws red.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Let's go now.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be.
This is intercepted.
Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
They'll try to run for it and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 4.
Ready?
2nd down and 4.
Set.
They'll set up to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Watch out now. 50 period.
28-yard line.
Ready?
Out route to Hill, complete.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside and instead of immediately
Touchdown! Albert O from 19 yards away.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And it's 17-7.
touchdown. Here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Here's Hurts to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now. And that's a heck of a run.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 144 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Hurts.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game, but as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Set, go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, you're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Hurts. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Trouble, 38. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Looking to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Drill, 52.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 27 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth.
Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. They'll set up a throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, easy, 63, bang.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Here's 1st and 10.
Right, 97.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
Okay, ready? Striker, 3.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ready,
Here's 2nd down.
43 rail. Check, cut.
Back to throw.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Hey, easy, 63, 63, back. 73, 73.
He's back to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
Ah, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now.
A handoff to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
But they'll come up now. This is second and long.
Again, it's Barkley. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Barkley inside handoff. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl.
The Eagles are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and